Okay, so first off I'm just going to use this Benefit Pore Fessional just to act as a primer. I'm just mainly putting it along my T-zone because that's where it starts to, through the day, it starts to break up more on my T-zone than anywhere else. So just put it, you don't have to put it all over your face, but I think I'll just put it on the areas that you really need it the most. Next, as you can see, I have a lot of redness, so I'm just going to use just irregular, just a green concealer in the places where it's the most red. It just looks like that. So for me it's up here. And then around my nose. Just a little bit on the chin. And I don't really need it as much on this side. Well, today I don't normally. I do, but today I need a little bit here. And it's going to blend out so it doesn't look so obvious. So next I'm just going to use you everyday concealer, just a regular concealer, which this one is the Maybelline Cover Stick, and it's like that if you can see. So I'm just going to put this in the areas where you mainly need the most coverage, which for me is pretty much everywhere. And this concealer, if you was wondering, is in the shade number 2 Vanilla. I think it was not the lightest, the one down from the lightest. And then I'm just going to blend this in as well. Next, with just the Real Techniques, wrong way, no it's not, the Real Techniques Expert Brush, I'm just going to take this Revlon foundation, which is actually the Revlon Colorstay. Put this where I need it most. Well, actually I'm going to put it off my face, I don't know why I just said that. But the thing with this foundation, even though it is for my skin type and for what I need it for to cover all my blemishes, it's just the right formula. It's not too thin, because most foundations that I've tried a lot of foundations. Out of all the ones I've tried, this is the thickest and the best one for what I need for to cover all my blemishes. But the one thing is that it does dry pretty fast, so you just have to go within, because normally I probably put on my whole face and then go in and blend it in, but obviously for this one you have to put it on just the areas first, because by the time, if you did that and put it all over your face and then went back to blend it, it'd probably be all dry and it'd look a hot mess. And for me, I find that this stippling motion works a lot better to blend foundations and into my skin than the regular just blending, because especially with powder, you have to like press it in, because if I don't, obviously it doesn't do this to everyone's, but obviously if I just use the regular blending, it'd probably just blend it all into nothing and it looks like you've not even put any on. When you put it on all over your face, this is totally optional. When you put all over your face, you can then go back into just certain areas and just put a little bit more foundation on, so you just have a bit more of a coverage. So for me, it's mainly just my cheeks and a little bit on my forehead. And then with the excess, I might just go across my chin again. So we're just going to put and then with the excess, like I said, just dab a bit on the chin, and I don't need as much on my forehead today, but to the neck, just so you can blend in and there's no major harsh lines. Just bring it down the neck. And just blend it out down the neck. This collection powder is just a loose powder in just a translucent, it's number 2 translucent, but just any regular powder will do if you set your foundation with powder. And it just looks like this. I'm sure you all would know what loose powder looks like, because my skin is major oily, so I'm just going to mainly put down my T-zone and just press it into the skin, just a bit on my cheeks, and then tap off any excess. So press it into the skin. This Makeup Academy blusher in shade 3. Doesn't have a name, it's just called shade 3, and it's just this dark peachy colour, and it doesn't look as intense on the cheeks. And take a little bit on a blusher brush and just put it on the apples. And also with this blush, a little definitely does go a long way. And then you just gotta blend it up towards the hairline, just so there's no obvious line that you're wearing blusher. Okay, and So my camera just cut out, but pretty much this is the finished look. It's not completely flawless, but just looking in the mirror now, this is pretty good for me, and I would obviously go out like this. Watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.